gonna go put the plants out under the light. I'll be right back. Pretty. She said the sticky boy's in my spot, and I don't want those sticky boys in my spot. That sticky boy's in my spot. Come here, pretty. Come here, pretty. May I kiss you? May I kiss you? Pretty. She said, oh no, I'm not animal. I'm not animal. She said, I'm not animal. I'm up here for the rest. They're tricking me. You got me good with the kisses. So pretty. My pretty little lunatico. She says, you put me right down. I demand it. Then you put me right down immediately.
Oh, that looks pretty with some eyes.
Hi, pretty girl.
She likes it.
She says, you did not have my permission. Girl. Okay. There, how's that? Alright, let me just blow my nose and I'll start running my mouth. Good boy, Benny. Good boy, Benny. Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hayoka empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. It's been a peculiar few days. I haven't done a talk. I've been busy, and then when I get home, I'm tired and I don't feel like talking. I just feel like going to bed. I don't think I did one talk yesterday, and I don't think I did a talk on the 4th. I hate the 4th of July, man. It is so hard for me every year I try to do things different, you know. I try to take actions, foot prayers to go out, and try to do things different so they don't always have the same outcome. And that's just being a shitty day. And I did a different actions, but the outcome was the same. It was still too much work and not enough play. I've been working too much and not playing enough. So today I went out to just have a little bit of fun. And that didn't even really pan out like I planned. I mean, it wasn't like shitty or sucky or anything. It just anticlimactic. Anyway, so 4th of July. I just think it's really weird what people celebrate, the things that people glorify. It's bizarre. Like, go DC. I'm like, why? It's full of a bunch of cokeheads. No, it's not, Marge. And then the headlines come up because they find coke at the White House because they're a bunch of fucking drunken junkies, man. This whole country is run up by a bunch of freaking egomaniacal freaking scumbags, and it has been for a long time. And we're reaping the rewards. We're getting the consequences, the benefits of living an egoic lifestyle. I mean, look at it. It's not just like freaking, dude, just people are unhealthy. Mentally, physically, they're just not healthy. They don't have proper means and tools to navigate through life. They don't have coping mechanisms. Got a bunch of freaking junkies and drunks. I was excited because I thought the scumbag was gone, but he fucking came back. He came back and he's brought all of his fucking shit with him. We got trailers, we got fucking camping trailer. He's a hoarder. It's his mentality. He's a drunk, he's a junkie, and he's got to just get all his stuff, and he just shit on everybody else around him to get his stuff here. Addiction is like a fucking cancer, dude. And we're past the tipping point. We're way past it. So if you're one of those people that still are immersed in 3D life, and you get to get up every day and you get to get dressed and you get to go someplace and you get to do that thing every day, and then you get to, you can go back and get in your car and then get in your car and then drive home and then watch that thing and then go to bed, and then if you're living that way, it's going to be a lot of rude awakenings. So I called today's talk Service before self. How many people aren't getting it? All of them? Am I getting it? I try to help people as much as I can. Every day there's an opportunity to help. Today I went to the grocery store. I've been imbalanced recently. I've been helping other people, and then I forget to do the things that I need to do to take care of me and Mom. But it wasn't for very long, and I recognized what I was doing, and I made in adjustments, and it's not like that now. So I've been helping other people more than myself. And that's all well and good, but when people start, like, I don't know, acting annoyed and shit like that, stuff I do, I don't want to do it anymore. So service before self. I like that one. Well, I like service beyond expectation better. I've been paying a lot of attention to the restaurant industry. I went to a restaurant tonight, a new one that I have never been before. I've been wanting to try it. It's a local place. It's Italian. It was okay. The whole thing was just kind of weird. I just, but I wanted to get Mom some dinner. They had some pretty good squash ravioli, and I got the steak, the house steak, but I don't like when restaurants use wine to cook. And it cracks me up when people say, "But all the alcohol cooks out." You're right. It does. The alcohol does cook out. You know what's left behind? The taste, the flavor of alcohol, the flavor of booze. And so for an alcoholic, I like oblivion. I like to get drunk. And every time I eat food that has booze in it, I can taste it. It's just more trigger, just more shit I get to just overlook. Just ignore it, Marge. That's just your problem. Just don't eat it. It's always my fault. I'm one of those. It's my fault all the time. I own it. So I went to when I went to the grocery store to get a couple things for me and Mom that we were running low on, they had this suicide awareness bus there. This couple and their dogs travel all around, and they're getting invited, I guess, to go to places. So I said, that's what I like to do, is I like to get people that aren't from around here, bring them food so that they can try, and then they can tell people how good the food is, and that's what I did. I brought them some chicken shawarma, and they were so freaking stoked. They were so happy. They were happier about the shawarma than I think the person. Never mind, I'm gonna stop right there. Anyway, but that's what it's about, word of mouth. Give people good food. Now I don't necessarily agree with their, it's a lot of like I got pictures of it, their bus. They have a social media page. It's called If only fucking technology worked, man. A lot of fucking rich people on this planet that got paid a lot of money for nothing. Their shit don't work. Their managers, their team didn't perform, but they still got paid. Government officials, fucking cracks of society are getting wider all over the place, and they're still getting paid $200,000 a year because over COVID they gave themselves raises. It's so fucking retarded. So I got some pictures. Saw a Fed at the gas station today. I'm fucking sick of this, man. I'm just, you know what? I don't even care if people fucking like me or don't like me or something. At this point, I think it's fucking rude, the misappropriation of funds. I think it's fucking mean when you got fucking D-bags like this. Look at this. Look at this in his pretty car. In his pretty fucking federally funded fucking forest department. Look at him. They don't gotta wear no uniform. It's not. Fuck you, fucking light bullshit. Look. Oh yeah, look at me. Look at me. I got a good job. I probably make $80,000 a year. All in your fucking tax money. You know what I told him when I was getting gas? You know what I told him? I said, keep the feds out of the forest. He was so happy that he thought I was like flirting with him. I say, keep the feds. That's car number 5122. I said, keep the feds at the forest. See, it was after 5 o'clock. This picture was taken. So he's on, it's 5:36. They don't got to pay for gas or nothing, Why isn't that car freaking at home? You know, you got new fleets, right? So this guy, I said, keep the feds out of the forest. You know why? Because they started big old fires in New Mexico last year, and they still haven't even freaking paid up for that shit. He didn't like that after I said, keep you fucking retards out the fucking forest because you fuckers are the one that started. Talk. Why are you in worse sneezing? Good boy. Good boy. Good girl, Luna. Good girl. Good girl. Marge, you're so mean, Marge. You're so mean. No. Marge isn't mean. I'm not mean. I talk about shit that's fucking stupid that I think it's mean. You know what's mean? Kid fucking rapists. That's fucking mean. But how many people? I'm one of those. I got raped when I was a baby. Ain't nobody fucking give a shit. Happens to people all the time. You know what it does? It just closes people down. You know what it did to me? Opened me up. Nope, I'm going to have the adverse effect. I'm not going to be like these people that keep their mouth closed just to go along to get along. No, I'm going to be like, hey, you kind of feel like one of those are you prove it. Prove you're not. I'm going to start calling people out. How people like that? Everybody loves their fucking cokehead kid fuckers. Let's just point them all out and let the whole world see who they are, because I can feel them. I know what they feel like. They have a certain smell. It's a stench of soul sick. Is everybody having fun yet? Living that best life? I see it everywhere. People going on vacation, going on concerts. I'm like, dude, I guess you're going to have those things to hold on to for this next part, because this next part is going to be real dirty and gross. But that's all right, because it's just karma. It's just what we get. When more than 50.0.01% of the population of the world, they all just go around doing whatever they want, living that best life, do whatever they want, whenever they figure, no consequences. Don't think about how that's going to affect everybody else, right? We're about to see the collective wave of bullshit. It's fucking, I don't even care. It's going to be funny as far as I'm concerned. Bunch of people fucking sniveling and crying and whimpering, but God's gonna save me. God gave you the sense that you teach so you can learn to live from that good orderly direction, and look how many people don't do that. They don't. Is it the right thing to buy all those things all the time? I mean, look what fucking America does, man. America, like single people, 2 people will buy 2 3-bedroom houses only so they can fill it up with shit, and then they have garage sales, yard sales, so they can sell their shit so they can get a little bit more money so they can buy more shit to fill their house in. That's the insanity of the mentality of the people of this country. And if you live like this, you're on the good team? You're on the team that you're renowned, that people give a shit about you? That's what fucking matters? They who have the most stuff fucking wins? Really? Nah, I'm pretty sure it's not how like that. That's not how it's supposed to be. I had a nice engagement with the young man, the produce dude at the grocery store today. And I was talking to him about energy. I was asking him about watermelons, and he was going by sound. And I said, okay, everything's frequency. So what, more bass is better juice? And stuff. I told him later I'd show him my lighter trick, because that's pretty cool. So this is the bus that I saw. It's Memorial Ship Mental Health, and then they have like people that committed suicide all over the place, suicidal, where they got stuff, people that killed themselves and stuff like that. And it's all over. They got people that can go walk up the ladder and... Let's see. I put my tag, exclamation point and question mark, right in front of his window. But I asked him, I said, because on the back, even on the back of it, he even had this, I didn't get the back. I got a little video of him walking around. I didn't get the back. But I was asking him, I said, I said 22 a day, because he had 22 a day with an anchor on the back for the veterans that kill. I said, what do you think they do that? Why do you think that so many veterans kill themselves? And I went in on to tell him about my experience in Operation Iraqi bullshit. How I was in the island of Crete and how I watched those freaking those young men come back. Just their spirit was gone forever. Their souls are gone forever because of the things that they had done. In a false pretense, based on lies. There were no weapons of mass destruction. You can't freaking lie about freaking shit like this and ruin people's lives and suck their souls and continue to require them to be a part of your stupid bullshit system only to feed your bank account, the bureaucrats' bank accounts and to fluff their comforts. There's gonna be hell to pay, and it's coming. It's not even because I want it to happen. It's just how it is. You can't have, it just can't, it's not, it's nature's law, is that so many people are withholding and selfish and greedy and perverse, just gross, withholding. No. It's got to shift back the other way. Top! Even when I was in AA and went to AA meetings, they would talk about service before self, doing things for other people. They didn't get it. It's like, it means more than your conferences. It's outside. It's everybody, not just your little fucking club and group. That's why I can't stand fucking clubs and groups, man. Picked up a nice guy today. Gave him a ride named Chris. He makes burgers out at the what do they call it? The mothership or something. So he's like, come out during the day, I'll get you a burger. I was like, right on, I'll check it out. So I'll try it. He was hitchhiking and he was going into town to get his little puppy some baby formula because the puppy's sick. He has parvo. So he was walking all the way into the town to get some. So I gave him some money so he could buy some extra so he could save him a trip next time. And yeah, just trippy stuff. Service before. I always feel so much bad. Whenever I feel bad about anything in life, all I gotta do is go outside and try and do something to make somebody else feel better. You know what? My being balanced though is I keep doing it for people. It's like, I mean, people don't want to know me. No. They make it quite clear. It's like I'm small doses. But anything after that, I'm too much. I took a girl yesterday, it was her birthday. Fucking people in this town, man, nobody shows up when they say they are. There's no fucking integrity. It's just, everything is so random, and that's kind of how I've always kind of looked at life, I mean, who has people show up for them on time? Who does that? Who does that? So it was her birthday, and her mom was helping me out with mom and hanging out with mom, and And so I was like, I'm going to get her a birthday cake. You know, she's a real hard worker. And when I saw her, she's like, the day before, she said, tomorrow's my birthday. I'm having a party. We're going to be out to John Dunn at 3:30. So yesterday I freaking raced in town, got her a freaking Boston cream pie cake and whatever, and freaking ran out here to make it sure that it was there when she got there at 3:30, and she didn't fucking show up. I guess she didn't even get there till 4:30. So I was like, fuck it. All right, give her cake to somebody else, you know? Just whatever. And then it's like, Marge, nobody asked you to do this stuff. Nobody ever asked you to do any of these things. Why don't you just stop? Why don't you just not? And I'm like, well, then I'll be like everybody else that doesn't do this shit. You know, that doesn't do. I went to the grocery store today, and the woman, it was real busy, and they only had 2 like registers open, and then the self checkout. And this young woman was opening a 3rd register, and I tapped the guy in front of me because he was the next. I said, she's going to open that register right there. I said, you go over there. And he's like, no, you go. I said, no, you have been waiting here longer. And then she opened it, and I said, it's the next person in line, not the last person in line. And she's like, thank you for saying that, because people do that shit. They see it right, and the person in back will go running up and cut, because, you know, not service before self. So she let him open, or he went, and he was real happy, and then all these other people just went, and I just stayed where I was. I went back later and gave that girl some cookies, a couple cookies. Yeah, people love my cookies. They do. Because I went back, I went to the store earlier. I saw the suicide bus, and I asked them, you know, if they had dietary restriction, I'd like to buy them lunch. And then I went over to a restaurant I know here local and got them some. They ran out of gyro, but they got some chicken. Why? Hey. Good boy. Sweet man. You okay, bud? So mama choking mom. And then I didn't want to go. And then I was like, all right, I'll make you lunch, bring you lunch. I'm going to bring you some cookies. And then I had a change of heart and didn't even want to go. But I ended up going there anyway, and they were real happy about their lunch and their cookies and stuff like that. And and that was that. But tension is rising. Tension is definitely mounting, though. It is definitely, it's getting brutal. I see in videos all over the place of people getting hostile, and it's just little excerpts of the way I've been seeing it that's coming, and now it's just here. It's just here is all. It's finally happening. So, hey, Kevin. I think it's Schwarm. I think that's how you spell it. But you know what? I was thinking about it today. It's like, as much as like some people, I just make their butt pucker. I just make their ass pucker. You know, I just make them like, oh God, now I gotta act right. Or so, I don't know what it is about me that freaking people do not like, but they really don't. And once they get to the point that it's like they'd rather not have me around than have me, just tell me to go away. You know what I mean? I'm autistic. I'm going to keep fucking coming back. I'm going to make it awkward and weird, you know, unless you let me know, right? But I also come to the realization is that I deserve better than one-sided conversations, and I've had those more than not in my life. That's another thing that I'm kept coming into my knowing about, is I don't want to have those. And so I'll try and engage with people, and if they don't want to engage with me, that's fine. But I did notice when I go to the store and stuff like that, like, people watch me. People watch me. I'm like a show, dude. I'm standing there dancing in the line. I'm dancing with the frickin'... And my dancing influences, I grew up watching, like, Dick Van Dyke, you know, that with his freaking the Music Man, that he'd step here and the drum would thump, and he'd go like this, and his, you know, the thimbles, and so Dick Van Dyke. I also dated a girl that was a belly dancer, so I have a lot of an Eastern influence in how I dance and I move my body. And she did Polynesian too. So there, I got those influences there. I got hip hop influences. You know, I got a message from my buddy last week, couple weeks ago. I mean, he was talking about what a good dancer I was 30 years ago. I said, man, I'm still dancing. You ain't seen nothing like I do it now. Ain't nobody do it like I do it. You know. And I'm coming to a place that, you know, I guess it's better that and I mean, people, they don't see me. The high vibrational, or the people that want to be high vibrational, they see me. The joyful, they see me. Little babies and kids, their faces are always lighting up at what I do. Right? It's the timid, the scared, the fearful ones got like their inner child shit, you know. Mine's good. You know, they just, I noticed that, like, when I talk to people, you know, sometimes, a lot of times people can really, what they really like. I talked to the produce man today, and he was telling him about how, I was asking about the other produce guy. He said he took some days off, and, you know, the other produce guy knows a Gemini, and he said he's a Gemini, and I was like, I wonder how many produce guys across the land are Gemini. That's funny, you know. These are the things I think about. I just have been feeling kind of down the last few days, you know. I really try not to have outcomes on how things are going to work out, you know. It could either go in my favor or not. I just guess I when they don't go in my favor, I get sad for a little while, and then I gotta regroup and go on, and that's just kind of what happened. Didn't go in my favor, and you know, I'm not really good at, I'm an INFJ. I'm not good at personal relationships. And I'll try every now and again, and only to get fucking kicked in the teeth, so to speak. Kind of feels like that, but that's all right. Story continues. It's what I got for now. Hope you have a rad day.